What's up everybody, it's Jan from InSales Academy, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about Mark Cuban and specifically cold emailing Mark Cuban, because as you may know, of course you must know, Mark Cuban is a legendary entrepreneur. He's worth around $3.3 billion if I'm not mistaken, and there's many people trying to get in touch with him, and basically he probably receives thousands and thousands of emails per day pitching him some ideas. However, I like Mark Cuban. I like him because he loves sales and he's all about the hustle and cold emailing, cold calling as well. And basically there's a couple of stories of startups who were pitching Cuban on the idea of investing, and they were successful. And this is another reason why I'm making this video, because this channel is about cold emailing, and I just want to show you guys that it is possible to get in touch with literally anybody on the planet if you are bringing them enough value. I've heard even Elon Musk's response to the first story is from the guy who emailed Mark Cuban, and in 20 minutes he actually responded. And this guy was trying to get an investment. He was building his startup Zebra, and it's a huge startup. This is a huge startup right now. It's not even a startup at this moment, I think. But he basically emailed Cuban, and he basically said that you should keep it short and to the point. Saying right now here, I wasn't trying to close him in the email. Mark Cuban, I am sure he gets thousands of emails. I tried to just tell him my entire story and close it. That's just not going to work. The game was, can I just flat out get a response period? And that's how you should think about cold email. You shouldn't even set up a time with a prospect to speak or ask them to do anything. Just get them to respond by provoking a question. By provoking a question, you can get an answer. The best thing is that his subject line of this email was, "Wanna disrupt the insurance industry?" Oh my god, it's so nice if you're emailing an investor with this approach, and I love that about him. And now the Zebra is worth, I'm not sure how much. Let's Google this, the Zebra startup, and I just want to know how much are they worth. Crunchbase, we can find the information here. You can see, oh my god, they received $63 million in funding, and Cuban got them, I think, $500,000 in the beginning to start with. I think he got them $500,000, not more. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe not. We can actually check here the total investment rounds, the seed rounds. Yeah, I think he got them like around, Mark Cuban, investor name, yeah. I think he got them a few thousands of dollars, not more. But let's just go to another story I want to show you. And this one is called how two guys cold emailed Mark Cuban and got a $500,000 investment for their startup. And again, the same story happens. They were trying to get on Shark Tank, which Cuban is a guest of. And they knew that they are not going to make it. So I think this guy is a former Blue Origin engineer and SpaceX engineer, SpaceX. So they actually raised seed round from Mark Cuban. And it was a cold email a week after we said we were starting a company. This is beautiful. This is what you should do, guys. Cold email, cold call. It doesn't matter if you want to get customers, investors, advisory board members, you want to get featured on a Huffington Post. It's all going to happen through cold email probably. Yeah, we cold email with Mark Cuban with the email tagline, "Space is sexy, 3D printing an entire rocket." So from these two emails, you can actually tell which kind of emails Mark Cuban prefers. You want to disrupt the insurance industry, space is sexy, so he's really into disruption and he's really into futuristic concepts. And you're probably gonna get his attention if you write a catchy subject line and great email copy. Look, it was 2 months of due diligence after, but he gave us $500,000. The company is now has now raised $8.4 million. That's so cool, Another story. So cold emailing works. Let's get it to another story. How one entrepreneur cold emails Cuban, and he got $2 million. And this is a guy who founded DataNice, which is a great software tool for finding emails, for finding buying signals across the industry, for finding technology of your ideal customers before you reach out to them. So this guy, he was 29-year-old, and he decided to cold email because his whole tool is about cold emailing. And basically, yeah, he received 2 million. So here it is. In April, Semin sent Cuban an email with his pitch deck, not really expecting a response back anytime soon, but within an hour, Semin's inbox rang as its little bell. It was Cuban, definitely interested, send me more details. Boom, you got it, $2 million. This is beautiful. Beautiful. And data analysis is worth a lot of money right now as well. So another great investment. Great investment. Now, there's another story I want to show you, the last one. How a random email to Mark Cuban helped this company get funding. Hourly Nerd. It's a school project. So this guy was actually a high school student. And I think their assignment was to email some influencers in the space. And he decided to cold email Mark Cuban, which is beautiful. I don't know if Mark Cuban's email is actually public, but I guess if they found it, I can find it. So maybe not on Google, but if you use Hunter or some other tool, maybe you can find his email. So here they're saying how they did it. So we took a shot in the dark, knowing that we were offering a really targeted opportunity that's in line with Cuban's interests. We had been writing these pitches and sending them out to multiple investors anyway, so we just kind of went for it. We just did it, and Cuban responded. It was honestly less than 15 minutes later. So Cuban responds within the first 1 hour usually to these emails, and you need to really catch his attention. They got another Series A round, and I think they are worth a lot of money again. We approached Mark Cuban because we knew he had the right background, he was passionate in the areas. So again, you need to cold email if you're looking for an investor. Cold email an investor who wants to disrupt, who wants to bring new innovation in the industry. That's going to be Mark Cuban. If you're trying to cold email somebody who's specifically focused on some other area, you're going to cold email them with that value. So also think about that. I mean, that's the same as with cold emailing clients for meetings. You know, it's the same thing. You can't cold email everybody. You need to pick your clients. You need to pick your investors. But what I'm trying to basically present here is a proposition that cold email is the best outbound sales channel, and not many people are realizing it. And so many people are worried, like, how am I gonna get in touch with this guy and this guy? I don't have the right connections. I don't have this and that. Shut up. Everything is done through cold email and cold call. If you have the guts, you can do it. It's so easy. I've done it. They've done it. Mark Cuban responds. I respond. Everybody responds. You just need to find their email and create a good email copy, which you can watch on my channel, how I do it. So you can learn, and then maybe you'll get your investments. Maybe you'll get your customers. Maybe you'll get appointments. I don't know. Whatever it is. So thank you very much for watching, guys. This channel is about cold emails, sales training, and B2B sales and entrepreneurship. So make sure to subscribe and comment below. What do you think about Cuban's responses? Do you think this is possible with some other people, or is he just an anomaly in the marketplace? I don't know. But I know if I email Mark Cuban, maybe he's going to respond. And that's great. That's awesome. So thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you tomorrow.